everyone, it's us, the Web Leaders, and we're making posters and drawing chalks all over the school to get ready for you guys to come back. Can't wait to see you.
Hi, I'm Rose, and I'm very excited, actually. I was kind of nervous coming here today, but I'm really excited to see all of my friends and my old teachers and stuff like that.
Mr. Slack, give us a soundbite of how you're feeling about being back at school.
Well, heck, we just got another congressional district. Yes, just today we just got another congressional district.
Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's good, Rowe Middle School? Mr. Dix here. What's good, Rowe Middle School? What's up, Rowe Middle School? What's good, Rowe? Hey, what's up, Rowe Middle School? My name is Mr. Dix, and I will be taking over the anchoring duties this week for the Shamrock News as we allow our 8th grade Shamrock News correspondents to get into the groove of their new schedule, whether that schedule is their new CDL setup or a brand new in-person learning setup. For those of you who have been in the building this week, we're super happy and excited to see you. For those of you who are still at home and distance learning, we miss you, but we're still happy that we get the opportunity to interact and build and grow and learn together through our CDL model. We're going to kickstart the Shamrock News today with a little reminder of how you need to be operating in the hallways and how we start our in-person learning day. What's good, Rowe Middle School? This is Mr. Dix. We are excited for those of you coming to Rowe Middle School today to be back in-person education. I'm going to go through some things real quick and just talk about what that's going to look like. First thing, you have to be masked up. You will be wearing a mask the entire time you are on school grounds. You have to have a mask that goes around your ears. It cannot be a bandana or one of those neck things. If you don't have one, we will give you one once you get here. You'll notice we got our blue tape that lets us know exactly how far 6 feet apart is. We're going to be filing into the building using this blue tape to measure the distance between us. 6th graders, you are going to enter the building through this door. You'll know it's your door because there's a big 6th sign right above the door. 7th graders, you are entering the door closest to the main office. There's the main office door. There's the 7th grade door. You know it's the 7th grade door because there's a big 7th sign right above the door. Graders, you are actually going to walk around the side of the building just like it's a fire drill, and you are going to enter through this door that has the sign that says 8th right above it. That is your door to enter the building. As you enter the building, you will be given some hand sanitizer from one of the Rowe staff members, but then as you get into the building, you can even come and grab some more if you would like. 6th graders, you will be the only ones walking down this main hallway right here. This is the hallway that has our counseling office, the cafeteria, and the library. So only the 6th graders are walking down this hallway to get to their classes. 7th and 8th graders will be walking down the yellow hall to get to their classes. And as they walk down the yellow hall, if they need to go to the blue hall, they'll take this hallway right here. You'll notice as you are walking, there are plenty of stickers that say 6 feet apart. And these stickers remind you to stay 6 feet apart from each other in the hallways. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but we got to try and make it happen. And while you're walking to your class, we are going to need to stay on the right side of the hallway. We're going to stay on the right side of the hallway so that other people walking the opposite direction can be 6 feet apart from us as they stay on their right side of the hallway. Some of y'all might be like, oh, I can't wait to use my locker. Sorry, you're not going to be able to use your lockers this year. We can't have a bunch of people hanging around trying to open these things and put their hands on stuff. So you will just go straight to your class with your backpack and or binder. Some of y'all may need to use the restroom throughout the day. However, we are asking that in the morning and during passing time, you are going straight to class and that you use the restroom during your class time so that we don't have a bunch of people congregating in the bathroom. And then when you're in your classroom, you're going to make sure that you're at least 3 feet apart from the other people in your classroom. So 6 feet in the hallways, 3 feet in the classrooms. The official school day is from 1:45 to 4:20. So the day officially starts at 1:45 and it officially ends at 4:20. And finally, make sure you check your Synergy to see if you have an H next to your name or a C next to your name. H stands for hybrid, C stands for CDL, comprehensive distance learning. And last but not least, check your bus routes. Make sure you got the right bus route so you get home properly. 7th graders, there's still time to sign up to be an 8th grade web leader for next year. As you may remember, the 8th grade web leaders are very much the leaders of our school. They show up to school a day before the rest of the 7th and 8th graders, and they help our 6th graders get around the building. They show them where to go for their classes, how to handle lunch, how to open up a locker, and they generally provide just a positive learning experience, and they show our 6th graders that everybody belongs at our school. So if you would like to contribute positively to our community, please sign up to be an 8th grade web leader for next year.
About pretty wild to start thinking about next year already, but we've got to start preparing for a hopefully normal school year. And part of that preparation is getting current 7th graders to join our 8th grade Web Leader program. 7th graders, you remember your first day of 6th grade. You came to school and got into groups, and 2 8th grade Web Leaders showed you how to open lockers, where to eat lunch, and how to get to class. They also gave you a tour of the building and played icebreaker games with you. Well, now it's your turn to be those 8th grade leaders. We're looking for students who want to help make the first day of middle school a pleasant experience for our 2021-2022 6th grade students. We all know how scary middle school can seem, and we want to take away that fright with our entering students. As of right now, our hope is that we'll be back in person full-time, which in case you'll need to come to school for 2 training days in August. Then you would come to school on Assurance Day and perform your Web Leader duties. However, if we don't come back to school full-time in the fall, we'll still be welcoming our 6th grade students. This year, our Web Leaders made videos about themselves to share with their 6th grade team. If we need to do that, we will. Whatever it takes to make our newest students feel welcome. So sign up now in your 7th grade hub in Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please contact Ms. Salisbury.
Teacher Appreciation Week. Monday, May 3rd until Friday, May 7th, we will be celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week. In an effort to show some teachers some love, we invite you to fill out the form below and send some appreciation to a teacher you've had this year. All you need to do is click on the link, click the name of the teacher you'd like to shout out, write why you'd like to shout them out, and then write your name. You can leave it anonymous. Thanks for taking the time to show some appreciation for your teachers. It means a lot to them. Peace. So, you're going to go to your grade level hub, click on the form link. You'll see it's Teacher Appreciation Week. Go down and find a teacher you'd like to show some appreciation. Go to Miss Jones. I'm going to say, I appreciate Miss Jones because she has really helped me find my voice in art this year. I never knew I liked to be creative, but now making art is my favorite thing in the world, thanks to the skills and techniques I learned in Miss Jones' class. And then if I want to write my name, I can write it optional. It is always really nice to be specific with our appreciation, and your teachers might like to hear who is giving them this appreciation so they can thank this person. So I'm going to write Mr. Dix. And then click submit. And then if I want to give another one, I click on that form. Boom. There we go. So go ahead, start sending some appreciations to your teachers. Thank you.
Mr. Clark needs you to provide candid and portrait photos for this year's yearbook. Here's how you do that.
Hello, Rowe Middle School. I'm Mr. Clark. I teach 8th grade language arts, and I'm the yearbook advisor. We need your help. We need candid photos for the yearbook this year, and it's hard to do since we haven't been at school yet. So I'm going to teach you how to use this form or document today that you should find in the Hub or your Community Connections class, and how you can create an account to upload photos to be considered for yearbook. First, let's talk about the difference between a candid and a portrait. This upload is only for candids, okay? Portraits will be submitted in a different way, and a portrait is just your face with a background. We need candids, pictures of you and your friends having fun, your pets, your family, whatever it is. We need your photos for the yearbook. So here's how we set up an account. I'm going to give you a hot tip. First, click and copy this code, and then click on this link. Underneath that, it says create an account. We're going to do that right now. Once you have this account created, you won't have to do it again, and you can just upload photos. So I'm going to paste that school ID in and click let's go. And this is the important step. I'm going to go up here to create an account. Now, I already have an account, so this may look a little different for you. I'm going to click continue on Rowe Middle School, and then you need to enter your information, your name, that you're a student, and your school email, and then a simple password that you can remember. Click agree, and then create account. I'm just going to go over here and log in. And I'm going to go, once you have your account created, go to upload photos. And then click upload photos again. And you can select photos that you would like to upload to Yearbook. So I'm going to click open on that. And it's going to give me some options. There's my photo. I'm going to put the name of who's in the photo, and I can choose an upload photo if I want to. So I might choose COVID days, friends, good times, my family, me, my home workspace, my mask, my pets, Photoshop photos of me, random candids, shared photos, student art. So for this one, I'm just going to click random candid, and I'm going to click upload photos. And it says, thanks for sharing, let you know who's in the photo. So make sure you put the name there. Okay, and I'll just put Haley because that's who that is. I type her name and try it again. Okay, and then the photos will be uploaded to me and the yearbook team, and hopefully your photos make it into the yearbook. Thank you so much. By the way, you can upload as many photos as you want. Just make sure they're appropriate for school.
We're still trying to make a talent show happen for us this year, so if you would like to participate and share your talents, here's how you can do that.
In the past, we've held an event called Rowe Rocks, where students and teachers collaborate and performed live music for the school.
We've also held Rowe's Got Talent segments in the Shamrock News.
And back in season 5, the Shamrock News, when our current 8th graders were 6th graders, we held a talent show.
We know that a lot of you have been at home and some of you have been honing some skills. So we'd like to invite our talented Rowe individuals to share their talents with our community.
If you've got some talent, whether it's singing, rapping, making beats, drawing, horseback riding, pogo sticking, dancing, etc.,
we want to see it. Film yourself talking about your talent and performing your talent.
Then send those videos to Mr. Dix by Friday, May 14th.
Mr. Dix will compile all the videos together and create a school-wide talent show.
The show will be uploaded to YouTube and shared with our community.
Singing your favorite karaoke song, demonstrate your soccer skills, give us a glimpse into your acting ability.
Highlight how many marshmallows you can fit into your mouth.
Anything that you think is remarkable is something we want to see.
If you have any questions about the talent show, contact Mr. Dix. We can't wait to see your talents, Rowe Middle School.
Remember, the Rowe Middle School Podcast Network is up and going, and it is filled with wonderful, beautiful podcasts that you should all be listening to. We've got our It's Okay to Not Be Okay podcast, our Dungeons and Dragons podcast, our Music Makers podcast, Moments with Steph. We also have the Cellophane Rap Slugs, who are on like episode 11 now. We've got so much great content for all of our listeners to enjoy. Shout out to the 6th graders who've been recording some podcasts this year. Particularly special this week, we have a Shamrock sit-down that features a conversation between Miss Hudson and Mrs. Agarwal.
We're gonna edit that.
Yeah, please. I was just kidding.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I am Miss Hudson. I'm an 8th grade science teacher here at Rowe, and I'm here with
Mrs. Agarwal, 7th grade math.
All right, so I was practicing pronouncing your name, and so if I were to just tap into all the Indian sounds I've grown up hearing, I would want to call you Ritu, but that's not right.
That is right if you are from South India.
That's where my dad's from.
Yes.
So I'm tapping into that. But you're from which part of India?
North part of India.
And what?
Mainly central part, but yeah.
And they say
Ritu.
Which is the real difference is the I, ri, right?
Yes.
Can I take a guess at what your husband does? I'm gonna say engineer. Is he an engineer?
Yeah, he is an engineer and he is a SAP consultant.
There's a stereotype in the United States that Asians are smart, and what I figured out is, well, at least when it comes to Indians, you didn't get let into the country. The United States didn't let anybody into the country. No. They wanted certain people, and so they're like, yes, you're a surgeon, come. You're an engineer, come. So when you meet all these Indians and they're all doctors or lawyers or engineers, it's not because all Indians are doctors, lawyers, and engineers. It's because that's who the United States wanted.
I have grown up in a country where everyone will come and help you. Everyone will, if you are holding two heavy things which belong to you, they will come and offer that. Can I help you? Can I hold one for you? But here I noticed that, it's your burden to carry. You have to carry it. No one comes and offers the help.
Right. But what is interesting is what I always defined as being Indian for most of my life wasn't actually Indian, it was being a minority. And this is something that's very, very, I don't meet a lot of people who experience this, because even all my friends of color, they actually grew up in communities that were the same as them. My Vietnamese friends grew up in a Vietnamese community in the United States because they're from towns that were bigger than mine. So for me, being Indian was like, what I thought being Indian was like being the only one like that. Being the only one in my class that has different color lips. So then in 8th grade, a boy turned around and said, why do you always wear lipstick on one lip? And I was like, I don't even wear makeup. And then this other boy turns around and he's like, you're wearing it right now. And I'm like, I've been going to school with you for 9 years and you think I've been wearing lipstick this entire time on one lip? So can I tell you my impressions of India?
Yes, definitely. I was waiting to ask that.
and then feel free to, correct me or add to it.
Have you ever been to India?
So I went to India when I was 5, and my mom says when we went to India, we felt belonging. These are all my people. We understood. Oh, this is who I am. So when I went back when I was 20, I was expecting to be that again. These are my people, and it was
it was not. There would be cultural shock.
I wore all of my Made in India clothes.
Okay.
And nobody wears those clothes in India. They make it for Westerners to wear. And so I must look like an idiot because everyone's like, hey, we make those. And
I'm wearing Made in India clothes.
But those are Indian. I was wearing squishy hippie skirts that nobody in India wears, but they're made in India. All right, well, this has been really nice.
Yes.
We thought it was going to be a 15-minute conversation and it turned out to be an hour, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lucas has a lot of work to do. We really apologize for that, Lucas.
So anyway, thank you, Lucas. And if you're listening to us on a podcast, which we didn't realize was going to happen when we started this, hey, thanks for listening to us.
One of the great things about Rowe Middle School is that we have so many talented people within our community and our building, and they're talented in a lot of different ways. This year, we've had 2 students, Phoenix and Capo, share their musical gifts with us as we've used some of their beats and musical instrumentation in our Shamrock News program. Today, we're going to highlight Capo's musical YouTube channel that you should be checking out, and we're going to show one of his original compositions. Let's check it out. Thanks for joining us this week. Rowe Middle School is super exciting to be back in the building. I know I'm super exhausted just from the last couple days. Monday, I went to bed earlier than I've gone to bed in over 400 days because I was just wiped. But it's a good wiped because that means that the energy is being thrown out there and reciprocated and brought back. And it just means that we're back to doing what we love to do. And that's being around y'all and that's learning and growing together as a community. So much love. And we'll see y'all next week when the Shamrock News is back with our Shamrock News correspondents and anchors and all that. So much love. Peace.
Sunshine in my eyes and I love